As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
It is worth considering, if we've the time.
We have arrived.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Tis no simple matter to infiltrate the castle at night. Pray, be cautious, your Majesty. Should you fall into the hands of the guards, there'll be naught I can do to keep you out of jail. However, a sentry loyal to me will be on duty at the time of your infiltration. I've taken the liberty of informing her of our plan. I am afraid she will be unable to aid you directly, but she will know to look the other way if she spots you. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If Your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise Your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Diza. This spider has woven her web rather carefully.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely... claim your title. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. We've arrived. Just...
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
Such peace.
What's to be done about this?
Time for an earth seems well here.
It is best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to the minister's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me.
Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let thieves wander around the palace, eh?
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the...
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners,
But such niceties won't get you far with me. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get
Such peace.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Up at dawn, done by dusk.
Still waiting on that report.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Over here, if you would.
sure what to do with me. Could use a little fun to
Well
brighten my day.
met, sir.
Quite the predicament.
Fine wares.
Let's take it easy today. Well met, sir.
Time to be heading out. Quite the predicament.
Let me get that.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Such peace reigned.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
I'm not sure what's best.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir, but there isn't to be a masquerade this day.
All places were so
how
welcoming
lovely.
as this.
I'll have to remember this place.
before the day's done.
No rush. What would I to do?
Such quietude is a blessing. Such quietude is a blessing.
I can't stomach places like this.
Ah, the perfect spot to sit and think a while.
May happen in the real battle.
Come to my charms.
It's on me to bear what young shoulders come.
Wonder if anyone would notice if I'm mistraining.
What was I supposed to do? I've clean forgotten.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well. Would All my days were so tranquil.
If I see that rat again, I'll gut him myself.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Tis our duty.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master. I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known. It strikes me that we have not visited Melv for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late?
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
This journey will be a long one. What say... we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter. This journey looks to be a long one. What say we make things easier on ourselves by seeking an ox cart services?
True enough.
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
What did he say his name was again? Ah, Humphrey. The lad's in Vermouth now. He's eager, I'll give him that. Expedition, sword drills, say the word and he'll join in at a moment's notice. Say, you look experienced. You should talk to the lad. I'm sure he'll be glad of a bit of guidance.
What brings you here? Hands off the ox, thank you. Might look easy, but 'tis a tough job, this.
Come, I'll lead the way.
This ox cart's bound for Melv.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Perfumes can destroy.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Pray bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Let's fix this up. If you have a quarrel, take it up with me. I've more than my fair share of troubles as 'tis. I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. I sleep on my word.
Here to ask aught of me, are you? I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Melv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me? Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. But as for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
Nattering all day is tiring work.
I'll go and open the chest.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Another day.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... Misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all it is, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
The goblins, I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of... mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Greeting. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Do come again.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour? Much obliged. The rules at your neck.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. It would be unseemly. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I had been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seemed to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so. Though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir. You gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Shall we get some rest then?
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
You!
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by
You!
When does my walk?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.